In a camera world dominated by complex autofocus systems, spec-heavy hybrids, and algorithm-driven image pipelines, Leica is preparing a return that feels both bold and beautifully restrained. The Leica M12 doesn't try to outspec mirrorless giants or transform into a video-first machine. Instead, it embraces everything that made the M series iconic while quietly introducing the most meaningful technological leap the lineup has seen in more than a decade. The M12 stays loyal to Leica's philosophy of deliberate, intentional photography. But this time, that classic manual rangefinder experience is supported by a new generation full-frame sensor, a faster Maestro 4 processor, improved low-light capabilities, subtle hybrid focusing assistance, cleaner connectivity, advanced digital workflow tools, and a far more refined color engine. Leica has managed to preserve the timeless M feel while bringing the system comfortably into 2026 without diluting its soul. At first glance, the Leica M12 looks familiar, almost too familiar, but that's exactly the point. Leica understands the cultural weight of its design language, so the M12 arrives with the same iconic minimalist silhouette, the same soft curves around its brass top plate, and the same perfectly balanced proportions that allow it to disappear into your hand. But look closer, and you'll notice that almost every detail has been refined. The magnesium alloy body has been strengthened with a new internal frame structure, creating an even more rigid chassis that feels carved from a single block. The leatherette has been upgraded to a more durable, anti-slip texture that offers better grip during long walks through city streets. Buttons have been subtly redesigned with deeper, cleaner tactile feedback, and the shutter release has an improved dampening system that makes each press feel more controlled and satisfying. The rear display sees one of the biggest upgrades, a brighter, more color-accurate LCD with dramatically improved touch sensitivity. Swiping, zooming, and navigating feel faster and far more modern. Yet the camera still avoids unnecessary menu clutter. Leica has also refined the optical rangefinder, making it brighter and higher contrast, with more precise framing and easier focusing even in low-light environments. Parallax correction is smoother, and the viewfinder window has been treated with improved coatings to reduce flare and ghosting in harsh sunlight. Weather sealing has finally reached a higher standard across the camera, with improved sealing around buttons, seams, and ports. This brings the M12 closer to the durability expected from modern flagship cameras, making it a more trustworthy companion for travel, documentary work, and unpredictable outdoor conditions. The M12 feels like a timeless object, but finished with the precision of 2026 machining and the maturity of decades of design evolution. At the heart of the Leica M12 is a brand new 61-megapixel full-frame BSI sensor, marking the biggest generational jump the M series has seen since the transition to digital. This new sensor architecture, paired with Leica's updated Maestro 4 processor, delivers noticeably richer detail, more dynamic range, and far cleaner performance at high ISOs. Low-light shooting, which has always been a challenge on traditional rangefinder bodies, sees a dramatic improvement. The new BSI design pulls in more light across the entire frame, producing cleaner shadows and remarkably fine noise that feels closer to film grain than digital artifacts. Street shooters will immediately appreciate how confidently the M12 handles night scenes illuminated by soft street lamps, neon signs, or mixed interior lighting. Shadows retain texture, highlights roll off with smoothness, and colors remain stable instead of drifting warm or magenta. This sensor also breathed new life into Leica's lenses, from classic vintage Summicrons to the ultra-sharp modern APO glass. Micro contrast, edge clarity, and color separation all leap forward, letting each lens show its true personality. Fine textures, skin, fabric, stone, foliage, look incredibly natural without the artificial crispness often found in high megapixel sensors. Dynamic range now stretches beyond 14 stops, giving photographers more room to protect highlights or recover deep shadows. RAW files carry tremendous latitude, allowing creative grading that still preserves the Leica signature look. JPEGs and 10-bit color outputs deliver beautifully smooth gradients and soft tonal transitions straight from the camera. The result is an image that feels unmistakably Leica. organic, cinematic, warm, and full of subtlety. But with the technical polish and flexibility required by modern creators. Color has always been at the heart of Leica's identity, and on the M12, it feels more refined, more consistent, and more emotionally expressive than ever. Thanks to the new sensor and processor, the M12 produces a richer palette with smoother tonal separation and more lifelike skin tones. Faces look natural without over-smoothing, and the camera retains just enough texture to keep portraits honest and intimate. Leica has introduced updated color profiles specifically engineered for the M12's 10-bit pipeline. Classic chrome red brings a nostalgic, film-inspired warmth with bold reds and gentle highlight softness. Modern neutral offers a clean, editing-friendly base that still carries Leica's signature depth. Vivid warm boosts outdoor tones with more richness, while silver grain highlights the dramatic contrast of black and white photography. The white balance system has seen a quiet but meaningful overhaul. Where earlier M cameras could drift under tungsten or mixed light, the M12 handles complex lighting with impressive consistency. Whether shooting at golden hour, beneath city lights, or inside dim cafes, colors remain cohesive and believable. Color is not just accurate on the M12, it's beautiful, it's expressive. It elevates everyday scenes into something cinematic, and it does so effortlessly. The Leica M12 remains a manual focus rangefinder camera, a defining trait that Leica wisely refuses to change. But with the M12, manual focusing becomes easier, faster, and more dependable thanks to the introduction of a subtle hybrid assist system built directly into the sensor. This new system uses on-sensor phase detect information not to autofocus the lens for you, but to enhance what you see in the rangefinder. The patch becomes brighter and higher contrast, making micro adjustments simpler and more precise. In challenging environments, dim bars, late-night street corners, or against low-contrast backgrounds, the M12 maintains accuracy and confidence that older M bodies simply couldn't achieve. This doesn't take away the mechanical satisfaction of focusing an M lens. It just adds a layer of intelligence beneath the surface, helping you nail more shots without breaking the traditional experience. The M12 also feels noticeably faster thanks to its new processor. Shutter response is sharper, menus open instantly, and reviewing 61 megapixel files is smoother than expected. Burst speed rises to 7 frames per second, not designed for action photographers, but perfect for capturing fleeting gestures and candid street moments. The menu system has been reorganized into a cleaner, more intuitive interface, and the touchscreen finally behaves like a modern 2026 device with proper responsiveness, gestures, and clarity. The new quick menu makes on-the-go adjustments much faster, and USB-C charging adds meaningful convenience for travel photographers. The M12 respects Leica's heritage, but it no longer feels slowed down by it. While Leica knows that the M12 is not a filmmaker's main tool, it still brings the strongest video performance ever seen in an M body. The new full-frame sensor oversamples beautifully to produce crisp, detailed 4K 30p footage with smoother sharpening, richer color, and better low-light handling than any previous M-series camera. Thanks to 10-bit internal recording, footage retains a cinematic softness with far more flexibility during grading. The M12's video doesn't aim to compete with cinema cameras. Its goal is simple: give creators short, beautiful, Leica-colored clips that complement their photographic storytelling. And it achieves that with elegance. But the real revolution lies in workflow improvements. With Wi-Fi 6E, transferring massive 61 megapixel files directly to a smartphone or tablet is dramatically faster. The new Bluetooth LE system maintains stable, low-power connections for remote shooting or mobile management. The centerpiece is Leica's L-Cloud Sync, which finally brings seamless cloud backup to the M system. Shoot, walk, and your files quietly upload in the background. No more juggling SD cards during travel or transferring hundreds of images manually after a full day of shooting. The redesigned Leica Hub app feels modern, intuitive, and powerful, giving creators streamlined control over file organization, remote capture, color profiles, and instant sharing. The M12 doesn't try to transform the M series into a hybrid monster. Instead, it enhances the shooting experience with a modern digital backbone that supports photographers without interfering with the craft. That's it for today's video, guys. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up, leaving a comment, and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos.